Hello, everyone. Happy Friday and happy February. It's February. We're going to blink and it's going to be 10 years from now. And I'm here for the first cash stuffing of February. So, if you want to see where my money's going, how much money I have to put places, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get right into the video. All right, so let's see how much we're stuffing today. So we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So $390. And that is for the cash envelopes in this Moterm here. Why do I see a little glare? I see like 3 little dots. It's probably it's the candle. All right, it's a pretty smelling candle and it's gonna stay there. You're gonna see the dots. All right, so let's get started. I have no money left over. No money. Let's go with groceries. Groceries is getting $150. 1, 2, 3. What am I doing? I'm putting it in here. These cash envelopes are from Princess Budgets. I use them as dividers or as cash envelopes when I need extra. But for the most part, they go into these Amazon cash envelopes. I bought the envelopes separately and then I bought the stickers. Gas is getting $80. 20, 40, 60, 80. How is everyone? What's the weather like? It's supposed to be like below 0 overnight and into tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm not leaving my house, but today is like super windy on top of that. But could be worse. There could be snow. All right, so I'm not getting anything for personal. Pets are getting $60. 20, 40, 60. And pets, my envelope broke, so we are putting it in the divider. 60 for pets. Next is dining out. Dining out is getting 25. We'll do a 20 and a 5. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm like exhausted. The semester started. So if you're new here, I'm a college English professor, not the language, the literature, the writing, and all of that stuff. And we just finished the second week of the semester. So I'm like tired, like the first week's adjusting to the new schedule. And last semester I taught all online. So this semester I am teaching some classes back in person. So it's just kind of like adjusting to the new schedule. And it takes me a while because I'm tired. And I think my vitamin D levels are like super low because I just want to stay in bed. Shopping here is getting $40. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. But I'm tired. But we keep on keeping on, All right. So here we go. And Scarlett. So Scarlett got a bump in her allowance. If you're new here, my daughter is my 9-year-old daughter. She was getting $15 every 2 weeks. But with the $15, it wasn't leaving her much room for her spending. Like, as I tell her, okay, you have to give 10% and you have to save 20%. And with $15, she wasn't doing any of that because she's like, well, my McDonald's costs $10 and my Robux costs $5. I don't have any money left. So I told her, I'm like, I'm giving you a raise. I'm giving you $20 so that you still have your $15 for spending, which you'll spend on, like literally on McDonald's and on Robux. And we use the McDonald's app, so her McDonald's order always comes out to the same because we always use some deal or the points that I accumulate. So it comes out to $9.48 because she has like the same standing order. and then her $5 worth of Robux that she wants to spend. So now this $5 I'm gonna break into singles. I just went to the ATM, but this $5 she has to give 2, and she has to save 3. So that way we get this saving rolling. And she has an unbreakable piggy bank. So we have my husband. It was my husband's idea, but this one is mine. So they have just stainless steel ones. But isn't she pretty? She's huge. Like don't get it twisted. She's huge. But he was like, we need piggy banks that you can't break until you're done, until like it's full. So the ones that we have, you have to hit them with a hammer to break. So she has been saving but she's been saving extra money that my husband and I have given her. So I need to make her automate her savings, and the giving can't be left behind. So she'll have her 15 to spend, and she'll have her 5 to save and give. So I will put that in. I'll just put that in spending, since she is, she's gonna spend it today. And then laundry is last. So I'm gonna put it in household. And wait, I'm missing money. I'm supposed to have $20 for laundry. So where was the mistake? Where was the error? So what did I put here? So 25, 10, 15, 20, 40. Oh, okay. I see what I did. So I didn't do the wrong thing. I just left the $5. So this Scarlett gets $5 taken out of here. So I left $5 in the bank, because she always, like, I'll give her the money and then she'll be like, here, can you buy me Robux? And she's giving me cash. So what I did, I just left the $5 for Robux in the bank. So she's getting 15. So 10 to spend on McDonald's, 5 to save and give, and then the 5 will be digital. It'll just stay in the bank, because it's like, I'm like, I already have my money that's in the bank. It has a purpose, and you're over here telling me, hey, or spend $5. Like, then I'm like, okay. So I just left the $5 in the bank. So laundry gets this last 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. So it is my bi-weekly pay. So you already know what it is. I'm going to get you your Oracle card reading. So if you're new here, I am a tarot reader, and I incorporated it into my finance, my finance channel by doing bi-weekly readings, pulling an Oracle card with a message about what the budgeting community, meaning you, me, anyone watching this video, and anyone who feels this message may apply to someone else, can do regarding their finances in the next 2 weeks. I only do it bi-weekly. So being the English professor that I am, I'm going to be using the Literary Witches Oracle. So it has famous literary women, and then we'll read the message that comes out. So I haven't pulled this Oracle card in a while, so I figured, hey, let's do this. So let's see what message we have regarding our finances for the next 2 weeks. All right, so here we have, who's this? Alejandra Pizarnik, and the card is Solitude. Okay, so I personally have not read this author, but let's see what the message is. Alejandra Pizarnik. I'm sure it's in alphabetical order. Here we go. So solitude, silence, interiority, space. Oh, this message is like I haven't even read the text, and it's reading me for filth. Born to Russian Jewish parents in Argentina, Alejandra Pizarnik was educated in both Yiddish and Spanish, but wrote in Spanish. Her poetry of imagistic purity and surrealist influence summons themes of silence, absence, madness, and death again and again. Her own struggle with depression led to an intentional overdose of Seconal at the age of 36. Ooh. Already idolized by Spanish-speaking writers, her genius deserves a global readership. So I'm gonna look her up and read some of her stuff this weekend. I don't work weekends, so that is my me time, and that's when I do fun stuff. So let's get to the message, solitude. And we saw, right, solitude, interiority, hold on, go back to it. Why did I? Solitude, interiority, and space. And the reason I said this card is reading me for filth is because that's basically the mood I've been on this week. Like, I have been seeking silence. I have been seeking space. Like, even my husband, I'm like, just don't talk to me. Like, I need, like, obviously we have to interact with people. Obviously we need to go about our lives, but we also need to seek out silence and space. And I do that on the because I love my naps and I love just being by myself. I always joke that I'm my own favorite person, but it's because how am I supposed to resolve problems? How am I supposed to alleviate stress if I am completely surrounded by noise? So what I've been doing, because usually I'll have like background noise. I'll have like a TV show on Netflix or on Hulu or something streaming, and I'll just have it in my ear, like in my ear pod, just having it on. But it's like at the same time, that is a distraction that is drowning out the noises that I get from, like the spiritual messages that I get, or it from me even processing how I'm feeling, how I am processing, how I'm going to go about strategizing to solve my problems. So while we are social creatures and we do need, people, it is important to seek solitude, especially when you are going through something, whenever you're trying to figure out something. Like, just applying it to finances, this literally applies to me because January and February are, lower income months for me. And it can get overwhelming, especially when I have debt, when I have bills to pay. Like, if you've been here before, you notice I stuffed less money for my variable, for my cash envelopes. And it's because it's like, I'm trying to make it work with less because I need to have more. Like, it's overwhelming. But in my solitude, in my thinking, like, that's in the silence, right? In looking interiorly is how we find solutions. Like, yeah, some people, if you ask people, they're going to give you advice left and right, but that's not advice that you also need to take because you know what's best for you. So the message for you, budgeting community, is seek some solitude, seek some silence, seek interiority and space so that you can see what's going on, right? Because sometimes you don't even know you're feeling some type of way because you don't give yourself time and space to feel those feelings, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed, especially if you're hustling, right? Like, hustle culture can get us exhausted because we don't make time for rest. Like, I am privileged and blessed that I can make time for rest, but when I'm resting, I haven't been doing it as mindfully as I usually do because I'll have some type of noise. So that was what I was doing this week, just being more conscious about the silence and the space and just breathing. Let's just take a deep breath, right? And be aware of what is going on in your body, in your brain. Are your thoughts racing? What are they racing toward? What are they racing away from? How can you slow the pace of those racing thoughts? You can't do that without being conscious of it, without making space for it, and without self-awareness. All right, so we got Heavy and we got Red Fulfilled by Alejandra Pizarnik. Did I say Pizarnik? So if you resonate with this message, let me know in the comments. I always like to hear when it resonates. If it didn't resonate with you personally, maybe somebody will come along that will need that message. So send them my way. All right. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you in my next video. This is Courageous. Stay brave.